How's it going, everyone? It's me, Noah, here, and this time around we're going to be doing another army building video here where I'm going to be focusing on 2 Lego sets, a fairly smaller quantity, and give you a little bit more information on how much I spent on these sets, as well as basically a small guide, if you will, on how to do the same with other sets or these sets in particular. Now, if you like this type of content and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe here to my YouTube channel, like this video, and comment below maybe a set that I should do in the future. I'll be reading those down in the comment section, so don't worry, I'll either like your comment or heart it, so you know that I am reading those down below. Now, obviously, the focus here are the General Grievous Starfighter sets. We've got 4 of those right here, and the main goal is getting the Airborne Trooper out of these sets. I really wish it would have been Commander Cody, to be honest, but, you know, that's another topic for another time. And then up here we have the Battle on Scarif sets with the Scarif Trooper inside. We've got 2 of those in each. 3 of those sets, so a total of 6 minifigures, which is pretty cool to see. So I think I'm going to go ahead and open these sets up. We're going to go ahead and look at the figures that I get out of these sets, and I'm going to give you a little bit more information on how much I spent, as well as what I got back from selling these sets. So now we have the first set out of the 2 out of the box. We have the General Grievous Starfighter. Here we have the instruction manuals, set number 75286, and what I'm going to be doing here with the sets is obviously going through each one, how much I paid, what I ended up selling for, what I ended up paying for, I guess, the minifigures. So start off with the General Grievous Starfighter is how much I ended up paying for the sets. So I got these on Amazon a couple of months ago for about €45, which is about 30 to 40% off the retail. And I ended up getting the limit, which was about 5 sets. We have 4 of them here. The 5th one I ended up opening and getting the minifigures out for the collection. These are obviously the extras just for the Airborne Troopers. And just now, sorted out all the different components. We have the instructions right here. We have the bag number 1 right here, bag number 2, as well as bag number 3. Now, the only shame with this set, besides the fact that Commander Cody is not in it, is the fact that all the minifigures are in the individual bags. So it means I have to go through all of the bags to get the minifigures I want, which is not a problem, but it's still some work and still takes you about, I don't know, about a minute per bag. So about less than 20 minutes to get all the minifigures out. It's still a little bit of work, but in the end, I'm still getting the minifigures for a lot cheaper than the Bricklink values. The other question probably now arising is, what did I end up doing with the ship out of these sets? Because obviously I'm not keeping 4 of the Grievous Starfighter ships. I ended up selling those to a Bricklinker that I know for about €20 a piece. That means brings my cost so far down to 25 per set. So it means I got all the minifigures out of these sets for 25 per set. So that means it's $100. So to some people that'd be like, well, that's still $100. And to me, that's still cheaper than Bricklink. The Airborne Trooper alone is about $20. So that's still worth it for me. After I sell the Grievous and the Obi-Wan, brings the cost to about $10, which is still really good for the Airborne Trooper, which is obviously here in this bag. So besides that, what I end up doing with the other figures, like I said, I would end up selling those or trading them away. I don't mind trading with certain people to get figures I need for my collection. But the whole point of it is getting the Airborne Trooper to be as cheap as possible, and one way or another that is being made possible by buying the whole set and doing it this way. Now there's, like I said, a little bit of time involved, but in the end, still less for the Airborne Trooper and worth it, in my opinion. Now that I explained that here for this set, we're going to go ahead and move all of this aside. We're going to get the figures out of these bags here off camera, and then I'm going to move all this aside, and we're going to talk about the Scarif set and talk a little bit about the pricing with that. That was a little bit complicated, so we're going to go ahead and move on to that one. So I now have all of the different components out for the Battle on Scarif sets at number 75171. And I have all the different parts here. So we obviously have the different bags that you can see right here. And to talk about the pricing here for this one, this is obviously a little bit different, like I was talking about earlier. I ended up getting 2 of these on eBay. I ended up getting 2 of them for about 55 shipped on there. And that was a pretty good deal because it's about $5 below retail. And then the third one that I ended up getting for the retail, which was $60. So we have the instructions right here. We have the sticker sheets, and then obviously the different minifigures. And once again, we have all the minifigures spread out in the different bags. So we have Cassian here in this one, we have Jin in this one, and then we have the prize of the set, the 2 Scarif Troopers in each of these bags. So once again, it's going to be taking a little bit of time to get out all the minifigures from each of these bags here. But that is the amount that I ended up paying for the Scarif sets. Now to talk about when I ended up selling the actual base of the set here for I ended up selling those for about 20 bucks a piece as well. So if you go through, that's about 35 to 40 bucks per set. Now, might seem like a lot, but again, if you look at Bricklink and you look at the price these Scarif Troopers are going anywhere from about 20 to 25 bucks, which for me, I thought was worth it to get those. And obviously we have these two minifigures, which again, I can trade those away or if I need them, so also add those to my collection. It's a win-win in my opinion, and I get to obviously do a really cool video like this explaining how I end up getting all the different minifigures, or how I end up splitting the different components of this set. So with that being said, that's how I ended up doing it for the Scarif set. We have the instruction manual, the stickers, like I said, the different bags, 1, 2, and 3. And now is the journey of just opening up all of these bags, getting the minifigures out. And with that being said, I'm gonna get these out and then we're gonna put all of them together. After a short while now, we have all of the minifigures I was looking to acquire here out of the 2 sets. We have the 6 Scarif Troopers out of the Battle on Scarif set, as well as the 4 Airborne Troopers out of the General Grievous Starfighter set. Off screen, we also have the General Grievous minifigures, as well as right here, the Obi-Wan Kenobi minifigures. And then on the other side, the other extra minifigures out of the Battle on Scarif set. Now these minifigures are going to be sold off so that I can recoup some more of the cost that I spent for the sets overall. And that'll bring down the price obviously here for these minifigures by the end. So once those are gone, per Shore Trooper I'll have spent about 15 bucks, and per Airborne Trooper it'll be about 10 bucks that I've spent for those. I basically hope that this video was actually quite informative and that it gives you a little bit of an idea of how the process is of taking these sets, acquiring the minifigures out of the sets, and then also having to get rid of the actual sets if you don't want them. But this is how I do it. This is my process of doing it. And you can also feel free to try this at yourself if you're looking to make a Scarif Trooper army. This is a little bit harder to get now through Bricklink or eBay. But obviously here with the Airborne Troopers, that's still very possible. You just have to look out for those deals on the set. That being said, everyone, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like I said at the beginning of this video, I would really appreciate a like on this video, a comment down below, maybe a set suggestion for the next time, as well as subscribing here to my YouTube channel to see more of these videos, as well as the mocks that I upload here on my channel. So with that being said, everyone, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next LEGO video.